Hello there, welcome to Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. Here are all the updates related to coronavirus pandemic from across the globe. The cases of coronavirus across the world are now nearing 4 million mark, and the death toll due to COVID-19 across the world is now more than 270,000. The United States continues to be the worst affected country. Yesterday, US reported more than 28,000 cases of coronavirus in one single day, and 2,231 deaths were reported in 24 hours. And that means that US now has more than 1.2 million cases of coronavirus, and more than 76,000 people have died in that country due to COVID-19. Now, as you know, US President Donald Trump has been lashing out at China over the coronavirus pandemic. However, the trade representatives of the two nations yesterday held talks, and they held discussions over economy and trade, and they held discussions on the trade deal that was agreed between the two nations earlier this year. And now news from Europe. Europe is marking the 75th anniversary of the VE Day amid lockdown. So the UK will observe a 2-minute silence, and the leaders of France and Germany will hold closed ceremonies due to the lockdown. So 8th of May 1945 was the day when Britain and its allies had accepted the surrender of Nazi Germany after nearly 6 years of war. And now updates on coronavirus from UK. Now, UK government has failed to reach the 1 lakh tests per day mark for 5th day in a row. So UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has set a target of carrying out 2 lakh coronavirus tests per day by the end of May, after meeting the initial challenge of holding 1 lakh tests per day by 30th of April. But it was 5th day in a row that the UK government failed to reach that 1 lakh tests in a day target. Remember, UK is the worst affected country in terms of the deaths due to coronavirus. Yesterday it crossed more than 30,000 death mark, and it is only the second affected country in the world after the United States. But despite that, the UK is going to ease some of the lockdown restrictions, and an announcement to that effect will be made by Boris Johnson by the weekend. And another country that is easing the lockdown restrictions is France. So this easing of restrictions in France is going to start from Monday. And another country that is really keen to reopen after the lockdown is Australia. So Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison laid out a 3-point plan to reopen the country after the lockdown. The first phase of this plan starts from today, and Scott Morrison says that the entire process will be completed by the month of July. Australia has about 15,000 cases of coronavirus. And now talking about Latin America. Now, Brazilian Finance Minister has said that Brazil faces economic collapse in 1 month due to the lockdown. So as you know that Brazil has been really the epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak in Latin America. It has the maximum number of cases of coronavirus in Latin America. Close to 1,35,000 people in that country have tested positive, but there is really a division among the people and the leaders there over lockdowns and economic continuity. So the president of that country, Jair Bolsonaro, has in fact always been against lockdowns, and he has said that fighting coronavirus should not cause more damage than the virus itself. And now news from Africa. Now, WHO has issued a warning saying that the COVID-19 disease could kill more than 190,000 people in Africa in the first year of the pandemic if the containment measures fail in that continent. And now news from Asia. First up, news from Pakistan. So Pakistan will start easing of the lockdown restrictions from Saturday. Prime Minister Imran Khan announced this on Thursday, and his announcement came on a day when Pakistan reported the highest spike in the number of cases of coronavirus. So on Wednesday, Pakistan had reported 1,523 new cases of coronavirus, and yesterday again Pakistan reported 1,200 new cases in one single day. But Imran Khan insists that the easing of the lockdown restrictions is going to start anyway from Saturday. And now news from Japan. So Japan has approved the antiviral drug Remdesivir in the treatment against coronavirus. Now, Japan's move comes a week after the US approved the same drug in the emergency use for coronavirus, and now Japan has approved this drug to be used against coronavirus. Now this drug was originally developed against for usage against Ebola, and still there is no concrete proof that this drug is actually effective in the treatment of coronavirus, but there is an increasing interest in this particular drug in many countries of the world. And now news from China. So China has been reporting fewer and fewer cases of coronavirus. Yesterday it reported only one locally transmitted case of coronavirus. And a study in China has found coronavirus in the semen of the male patient, and that too even after the patient has started to recover. Now this finding is not absolutely startling because many viruses stay within the male reproductive system, for example Zika and Ebola, and that too months after the patient has started to recover. But it is not clear as yet if COVID-19 can be sexually transmitted. And in more news from China, China has said that it will support WHO in investigating the coronavirus. So China says that it is ready to support WHO in the investigation to find the origin of the pandemic, but it says that this investigation should be scientific and not in a political context. And finally, some nations that appear to be winning in the fight against coronavirus met up on a video call yesterday, and they discussed things that they are doing right in the fight against coronavirus, and they also spoke about the ways that they can reboot their economies. Austria was chairing the so-called meeting of the First Movers Club. And the members of the First Movers Club include Israel, Czech Republic, Denmark, Norway, Australia and Singapore. So those were all the updates related to coronavirus pandemic from across the world. Thanks for watching.